Children, so in the previous lecture, in the previous video, sorry, we have studied about the food. So now we will continue the same, that is from page number 3, right? So yes, page number 3, open the page number 3 everybody, and the left side, first paragraph. What do we conclude from activity 3? Yes, have you all got the pencil with you? If not, please stand up and take the pencil. Okay. Keep the pencil in your hand. We have to underline something over here. Plants are the sources of food ingredients like grains, cereals, vegetables and fruits. Yes, underline that thing. Animals provide us with milk, meat products and eggs. Cows, goats and buffaloes are some common animals which give us milk. Milk and milk products like butter, cream, cheese and curd are used all over the world. Can you name some other animals which gives us milk? So you have to underline, start from the second line, that plants are the, up till the second last sentence, the world. ત્યાં સુધી તમારે અંડરલાઇન કરવાનું છે. So as we have studied, plants are the main sources to get food. Cereals, pulses, grains, fruits, vegetables, each and everything that I said now is obtained from plant. They are the things that are obtained from the plants, while the milk, meat products and eggs, these are the animal products. Animal products, the main source to obtain this product are the animals. Well, cow, buffalo and goat gives us milk, and from milk we can make many items like butter, cream, cheese, curd, buttermilk, ice cream, શ્રીખંડ, બાસુંદી. આય હાય, મોઢામાં પાણી આવી ગયું ને. યમ્મી ને, આઈસ્ક્રીમ તો મને બી બહુ ભાવે. કોને કોને ભાવે છે આઈસ્ક્રીમ? યસ, મને બી બહુ ભાવે. હા, yes, so ice cream is also a milk product. So ice cream milk product છે, right? So this milk is obtained from the animal. So here we have, up till now we studied about the animal sources and plant sources. Now comes the topic 1.3, plant parts and animal products as food. Plants are one source of our food. Yes, underline the very first sentence. Plants are one source of our food. That means how many sources of our food are there? Yes, exactly, two. There are two sources of our food. The first one is plant and the second one is, yes, which is the second source of our food? Animals. Yes, we eat, so yes, back to books. We eat many leafy vegetables. We eat fruits of some plants, sometimes roots, sometimes stems and even flowers. આપણે જે પાંદડાવાળા શાકભાજી હોય તે ખાઈએ છે, રાઈટ? પછી we eat fruits of some plants. આપણે પ્લાન્ટ્સના fruits પણ ખાઈએ છે. And sometimes we also even eat roots, stems and even flowers. અહીંયા ઉપર આગળ આપણે જોઈ ગયા કે એનિમલ gives us milk. Some animals like cow, goat, buffalo gives us milk. But well, can you name any other animal which gives us milk? તમારા માઇન્ડમાં આવે છે કોઈ બીજું એનિમલ that can give us milk? No? Well, you will be amazed, you will be surprised to know that even camel gives us milk. Camel can also give milk. Okay, so now we were studying the leafy vegetables. Well, you might be thinking that how can leafy vegetables આપણે પાંદડા થોડી કેવી રીતના ખવાય? Well, then let me tell you that all type of spinach એટલે ભાજી. All type of spinaches are the type of leafy vegetable. And the one more example of leafy vegetable is cabbage. Cabbage એટલે કોબી, that is also a type of leafy vegetable. We are eating the leafy part of the plant. And now comes the sometimes roots. Well, we are also eating the roots of a plant. In which way, in which manner? That is the carrot, radish, that are the roots of the plants, right? And flower of the plants. Flower એટલે જે flower part હોય plant નો ફૂલ હોય તે, that is the brinjal. પછી cauliflower. Brinjal એટલે રીંગણ. You might be thinking that brinjal is a vegetable. You are right, of course it is a vegetable, but it is the flowering part of the plant, so it is known as the flower of the plant. And cauliflower, that is the flower નું જે પેલું હોય છે ને શાકભાજી જોયું છે ને flower as like cabbage, that is known as cauliflower. Have you ever eaten pumpkin flowers dipped in rice paste and fried? અહીંયા એમ કહે છે કે pumpkin flowers છે that you have to dip in rice paste and fry it and then you have to eat. If you want to do this thing, you can try it if you want to, otherwise it is not compulsory. Some plants have 2 or more edible eatable parts. Seeds of mustard plants gives us oil and the leaves are used as a vegetable. Can you think of the different parts of a banana plant that are used as food? Think of more examples where 2 or more parts of a single plant are used as food. Yes, underline this thing. Some plants up till vegetable. Done? Okay. Some plants have, children, some plants, not only one part of a plant but more than one part of a plant can be eaten. Edible એટલે ખાઈ શકાય તેવું, eatable. એક કરતાં વધારે part હોય plants ના, that also can be eaten. Seeds of mustard plants. Mustard એટલે rye, R-Y-E. That is a spices that is in your kitchen. Go to the kitchen, ask your mom to show you the mustard seed that comes of brownish black color. So from the mustard plant, mustard seeds gives us oil and the leaves are used as vegetable. Can you think of the different parts of a banana plant that are used as food? Well, do you know, or you all know what is a banana, and we also eat banana. So banana is a fruit coming from banana tree. So from banana tree also different parts are used as our food. Now comes the table, that is table 1.4. There are 3 columns here given in the table. Food item with plant as the major source. Ingredients source, plant part which gives us the ingredient. The first column, in the first column they have given the food items. Second column they have given the ingredients. And the third part, in the third column is given the plant or the part of the plant from which this item comes. So first one is the brinjal curry. Well, the ingredients to prepare the brinjal curries are brinjal, chili as spice, oil, from groundnut, mustard, soya bean, any other plant. So to make brinjal curry, to prepare brinjal curry, brinjal is used. Well, it is as I said, a fruit, the fruit part of a plant. The second one is chili as spice. Chili એટલે મરચું, મસાલા તરીકે મરચું use કરેલું છે અહીંયા, so that is also a fruit part of the plant. The next is oil from groundnut, mustard, soya bean, any other plant. Oil from groundnut એટલે સિંગદાણા જે આપણે ખાઈએ છીએ તે, that is the oil from groundnut, mustard, soya bean and any other plant. And the part of the plant from which we get these things are the seeds. Seeds એટલે એના બીયા. The next item is the pulao. Well, pulao is made up of rice and different vegetables. So rice comes from, as we have seen previously, rice comes from the which part of the plant? Seeds. And different vegetables come from fruit, roots, leaf, etc., etc. The third item is shira. Shira is made up of atta and sugar. Shira એટલે શીરો ભાવે છે ને બધાને? કેટલો yummy, sweet અને तो shira is made up of atta and sugar. Atta is made up of wheat. Where does this wheat come from? Of course, plant. And which part of the plant? That are the seeds of a plant, seeds of wheat, from which this atta is obtained. The next one is sugar. Sugar is made up of sugarcane. Sugarcane is coming from plant. And which part of plant is the sugarcane? Well, the stem part of the plant is the sugarcane. So these were the things. This was the table explaining us about the food items, their sources, and the part of the plants from which these ingredients came. Yes, now children, turn the page. We'll go on to page number 4. Activity 4. Yes, so children, we have seen many trees, na? The trees, the leaves of the each and every trees are different. We also eat leaves of many trees. Tulsi no plant hoy. Have you ever eaten the leaves of this tulsi? Have you ever eaten any leaf of this tulsi plant, the basil plant? That we can eat, but never try to eat any other leaves of any other tree that may be poisonous. એ કદાચ ઝેરી પણ હોઈ શકે. You might taste it bitter, so never try this thing. Okay, now comes the activity 4. Now comes activity 4. From all the food items you have listed in table 1.3, choose the items whose ingredients are obtained from plants. Which part of a plant? Identify this and list the food items and plant parts as shown in table 1.4. As I said that in this page, in this table 1.4, we have listed the food items and also we have mentioned the ingredients, and also in the third column we have written that from which part of the plant it is obtained. So now comes activity 5. Take some, here children you have to perform an experiment. It is said in this experiment that you have to take some मूंग और चना. मूंग એટલે જે ગ્રીન કલરના મગ આવે છે તે લેવાના છે, और ચના you have to take this elements. Take any of one thing. બંને વસ્તુ નથી લેવાની, કોઈ પણ એક જ વસ્તુ લેવાની છે અને પછી શું કરવાનું છે? You have to, yes, we will read in this book. First of all, there is a pencil in your hand now. Yes, you have to underline. Take some dry seeds of moong or chana. Underline that sentence. Put a small quantity of seeds in a container filled with water and leave this aside for a day. Underline. Next day, drain the water completely and leave the seeds in the vessel. Wrap them with a piece of wet cloth and set aside. You have to underline up till aside. Aside લખેલું છે ત્યાં સુધી underline કરો. It is shown over here in your phone. I have highlighted these things, these sentences which you have to underline. Yes, so what is it said in this experiment? Have you all underlined? Finish underlining? Okay. A small white structure may have grown out of the seeds. If so, the seeds have sprouted. If not, wash the seeds in water. Drain the water and leave them aside for another day, covered with a wet cloth. The next day, see if the seeds have sprouted. So children, here we have to perform an experiment. So we have to take some seeds of moong or chana. Then after we have to soak this in water. આપણે પાણી લેવાનું છે, મગ લેવાના છે અથવા ચણા લેવાના છે ને એને આપણે પાણીની અંદર પલાળી દેવાના છે. Next day, drain the water completely and leave the seeds in the vessel. Next day we have to drain એટલે ઢોળી દેવું, પાણીમાંથી એને કાઢી નાખવાનું છે. We have to drain the water completely and leave the seeds in the vessel. We have to just leave the seeds. Leaves જે seeds છે મગ or chana, we have to leave that seeds in that same vessel only, but we have to drain out the water. Now wrap them with a piece of wet cloth and set aside. So we have to wrap that seeds ને બાંધી દેવાના છે આપણે એની ઉપર. એને શું કરવાનું છે? We have to leave that aside for a day. Now what you will see, the next day you will be able to see that a small white structure may have grown out of this seeds. Wait, I will show you how will it look. So here it is. Here it is. Yes, everybody, now you can see. Yes, this the seeds that you have soaked, and the next day you will see this type of, can you see the tiny white color structure? Yes, that are known as sprouts. That means the moong have sprouted. If you want to perform this experiment at your home, you can do it with the help of your parents. Okay. Yes. So now, if this is not done, if the seeds have not been sprouted, you have to again wash these seeds, drain the water, and again you have to wait for one day. And then after the next day, the seeds have sprouted. Yes, as you can see in figure 1.5, seeds of moong are given, and in figure 1.6, seeds of chana and the sprouted chana are given. So in figure 1.5, the left side is the simple seeds of moong. In that same figure on the right side, the sprouted moong is there. In the same manner, in figure 1.6, simple chana is there, and in the right side, on the right side in the same figure, sprouted chana are shown. Yes, underline, everybody. Have you underlined? You have to underline the things, the words, the sentences I have highlighted. You can all see it on your mobile screen. Okay. After washing the sprouted seeds, you can eat them. They can also be boiled and add some spices and get a tasty snack to eat. So after washing these seeds, we can even eat this, but mind well, please boil this thing and then only eat, otherwise you will be having stomach pain. બોઇલ કરીને જ ખાજો, નહીતર કાચા ખાશો તો તમને શું થશે? પેટમાં દુખે બેટા, કાચું ખાવાનું નહીં. So boil these seeds, and also you can add some spices to make it tasty. મસાલો નાખવો હોય તો નાખજો, so that you can get a tasty snack. Snack એટલે નાસ્તો. Okay. Do you know where honey comes from or how is it produced? Honey એટલે ખબર છે ને બેટા? What is meant by honey? And where does it come from? Yes, honey means mud. Who makes honey? Honey bees. Very good. And from where do they get honey? Huh? From flowers. Yes, from the nectar of the flowers. Yes, we will study this thing in this paragraph. Do you know where honey comes from or how is it produced? Have you seen a beehive where so many bees keep buzzing out? Beehive. Do you know what is beehive? BEEHIVE. Beehive એટલે મધપૂડો, where bees live, bees stay. જ્યાં મધમાખી રહેતી હોય તેને મધપૂડો કહેવાય. એને ઇંગ્લિશમાં કહેવાય છે beehive. Beehive, that is the home for the bees. Okay, so bees collect nectar, sweet juices from flowers, convert it into honey and store it in their hive. Well, so how is the honey produced? These bees collect nectars from the flowers, converts it into honey and store it in their hive. As you can see in figure 1.7, there is a beehive given on the left side, and on the right side you can see the honey. Flowers and their nectar may be available only for a part of the year. Flowers and nectars may be available for a part of a year. So bees store this nectar for their use all through the year. When we find such a beehive, we collect the food stored by the bees as honey. Well, These bees store this food for themselves and they can store it for about a year. Yes, they can store it for a year. એક વર્ષ સુધી એ લોકો પોતાનું ખાવાનું અહીંયા beehive માં they can preserve it. Am I clear, everybody? Yes. So now comes the next topic, and that is about the eating of animals, the food of animals. Have you ever thought, તમે ક્યારે વિચાર્યું છે કે what these animals might be eating? Have you ever seen any animals eating? Can anybody tell me what animals eat? Yes, you might be knowing that different animals eat different things. Yes, we see dogs in our streets, cats, cows, buffaloes, sometimes horses, birds, squirrels, rats. These are all animals. These all animals can be seen, means we can see these animals surrounding us nearby. આપણા ઘર પાસે હોય કે આપણે જોતા જોઈએ છે લોકોને. And have you ever seen what do they eat? Yes, yes, rotli, chapati, small insects. Yes, yes, exactly. Yes, so we will study this thing about the food of the animals. Do you have cattle or a pet that you take care of? A dog, cat, buffalo, or a goat? You will surely be aware of the food. Turn a page. Please turn the page. You will surely be aware of the food the animal eats. What about other animals? Have you ever observed what a squirrel, pigeon, lizard, or a small insect may be eating as their food? Now comes activity 6. Several animals are listed in table 1.5. For some of them, the type of food they eat is also given. Fill in the blanks in the table. So again here a table is given, table 1.5. The first column is about the name of the animals and the second is the food that is eaten by that animal. The first animal name is buffalo, and what does buffalo eats? Grass, oil cakes, hay, grains. Grass એટલે લીલું ઘાસ, oil cake. Oil cake એટલે cake that is made up of oil? No, it is not that. It is a type of seeds that is known as oil cake that comes specially for the cattle. That is the special food for the cattle. Hay, hay એટલે hay, that is the સૂકું ઘાસ, ઢૂસું જેને કહેવાય, that is the hay. Next is the grains. Grains that we all know. Yes, maybe wheat, rice. Okay. Then now comes the cat. Yes, what is the favorite food of cat? Tom and Jerry. Have you ever seen Tom and Jerry? Yes, the cat is the Tom and Jerry is the mouse. This Tom always run after Jerry, isn't it? Yes, that means cat, the favorite food of cat is mouse, and also it eats small animals, birds, and drinks chap 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 milk, right? Yes, and the third animal is rat. Well, rat eats grains, cereals, and all our books, clothes, shoes, right? The fourth one is lion. Lion eats meat. Tiger also eats meat. Spider eats insects and bees. And house lizard. Have you all seen house lizard? Yes, what does it eat? House lizard eats insects and bee. And the cow eats grass, hay, and many more, etc. Many more things. Human beings, that means we, આપણે. What does we eat? આપણે શું ખાઈએ? Cooked food, milk, meat, etc. etc. Butterfly. What is the food of butterfly? The food of butterfly is nectar. It sucks the nectar from the flower. That is the food of the butterfly. And then is the crow. What does the crow eats? Leftover food and insects. So you have to write down this table, write down the answers as you can see. Okay. Now comes activity 7. Written everybody? Now comes the activity 7. Have a look again at table 1.5 and group the animals entered here as follows. Place animals which eat only plant or plant products. These are called herbivorous. Well, children, here are the type of animals given. So let me explain you that beta there are 3 type of animals: herbivorous, carnivorous and omnivorous. Well, herbivorous means that type of animals that eats only plants and plant products, while carnivorous means the animals that eats both. Carnivorous means that type of animals that eats only animals. The animals that eats other animals are called carnivorous. And omnivorous that means they can eat both plant products and also animal products. They eat both plants and animals. They are known as omnivorous. So now let us read. Have a look again at table 1.5 and group the animals entered here as follows. Place animals which eat only plants or plant products. These are called herbivorous. Yes, underline. I have shown here. Underline in that way only. There are some animals which eat other animals. Place this in group 2. These animals are called carnivorous. Do find some animals which eat both plants and animals. Place them in group 3. These are called omnivorous. Prepare a table as shown in table 1.6 and enter this separately in the 3 columns. Here table is given and there are 3 columns given here: herbivorous, carnivorous, omnivorous. Herbivorous. Herbivorous means which type of animal? Yes, the animals that eats only plant and plant products are herbivorous. And the carnivorous that are, yes, only eats only animals. And omnivorous means eating both type plants and animals. Yes, so now we have to write down. In herbivorous you have to write buffalo. The cow is given, you have to write buffalo, bee, rabbit, squirrel. And in carnivorous write down tiger, spider, frog, snake. And the third column, that is omnivorous: dog, human, crow, sparrow, cat. Here as you can see, a girl is sitting with her hand on her cheek. Paheli wants to know where you would place human beings while filling table 1.6. Now children, can you say we human beings are which type of animal? Do we come in herbivorous category? No. Carnivorous? No. Omnivorous? Think. Do we eat only vegetables? Do we eat only plant products? No. Okay. Do we eat only animals? No. Do we eat plants and animals both? Yes. So that means we come in omnivorous category. Human beings come in omnivorous. Am I clear, everybody? Okay. We know that there are many amongst us who do not get sufficient, yes, turn the page, who do not get sufficient food. We need to find ways by which more food can be produced in the country. That will not be enough. We will need to find ways to ensure that this food is made easily available to each one of us. Well, children, here they say that we know that there are many amongst us who do not get sufficient food. Yes, આપણી આજુબાજુમાં જ maybe some persons may not be getting, may not be getting sufficient food to eat. So what we have to do is we do not have to spoil the food. Just prepare the food as needed. Just take the food in your plate as much as you can finish. Don't spoil the food and save the food so that other persons can also get food. Am I clear, everybody? So, and also we have to find the ways by which more food can be produced so that each and every person of the country gets sufficient food. And also we have to find the ways that after the production of this food, we have to help them to reach up till them. This food must reach up to them. So this was about the chapter first of our science, that is the food. Where does it come from? Am I clear, everybody? Yes. So now here are some keywords. That is, first one is ingredients. Ingredients, that is, as I said, are the materials. Second is edible. Edible, that is eatable. The things which can be eaten are known as edible. The third one is the nectar. Nectar, that is the juice. Nectar of the flower, that is the juice of the flower. Sprouted seeds, that means sprouted seeds means the small tiny white structure you can see on the seeds after soaking them in water for a day are known as sprouted seeds. The next one is herbivore. Herbivorous, that is the animals that eats only plant and plant products are known as herbivorous. Second, carnivorous. Carnivorous, that means animals that eat other animals are known as carnivorous. The last one is the omnivorous, that means the animals that eat plants and animals are known as omnivorous. Then comes the summary. So you have to underline this thing. I have shown it. The main sources of our food are plants and animals. Animals which eat only plants are called herbivorous. Animals which eat only animals are called carnivorous. Animals which eat both plants as well as other animals are called omnivorous. Done, everybody? Okay. So this was all about the first chapter, food.